It's July 2018, middle of the longest heat wave in the UK on record, apart from 1976. Yeah, so what I've got is a piece of wood to go across the top, and then this mosquito catcher. You can see all the mosquitoes flying off then when I rattle the cage. So I'm going to leave it here all night till tomorrow morning. It's 8 PM in the evening here, and we'll come back in the morning to see how many mosquitoes this thing's managed to trap, and if it works I'll pass it on to my wife, because she's got quite a few bad bites at the moment. Poor thing, she's itching quite badly, trying not to laugh. There you go. So tomorrow we'll see how many mosquitoes we've managed to bag. As explained before, you can just see the ultraviolet lights under there, as you can. So there you go. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We'll do a count. Right, it's 11 o'clock. Not much going on. There's a moth trapped down there. No visible sign of anything else, although it does look real spooky out here. It's still on the water, but I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. But there you go. A moth. That's your lot. But it's not moving, so maybe it will attract it. I'll let it free. Next day. It's been running all night. Obviously. LEDs still working? Yeah, I think they are. You can just see those. And the question is, what have we caught? Is there much in there? Can we see in there? Can you see anything going on in there? I can't see a mass of mosquitoes. There is some detritus in the base there. I wonder if they're still alive. So what I'm going to do is set the camera up and we'll open it and see what it's caught. But you can see the mosquitoes still down there, prickling the surface of the water. Things on the top as well. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Right, back again. This has been outside, powered up outside by an extension lead all night for 2 nights. On that location above the water barrel where all the mosquitoes hatch, lay their eggs in the light. And I suppose it might be argued they're not hungry, I don't know, but I did take I did take the lid off the first day, and I just got everything just fly out all over the place, and they're all still alive. So this time, perhaps somewhat inhumanely, I squirted some fly killer down through the fan, and so that the container filled up with fly spray and basically insect nerve poison. It's basically an insect version of sarin, organophosphate nerve compound, which is used in insecticides to bring them down, knock them down quickly and then make them suffocate through spasm. So I genuinely haven't looked in the base of this thing yet, so I'm going to open it up now. I'm going to turn it off first, turn the fan off. There we go. And then I'm going to open it up and have a look. So well, there you go. That's what we've got after 2 days outside. Ooh, too much zoom. Sorry about that. I overcooked the zoom. I was looking in the wrong place at the wrong time. So what have we got? Is that a mosquito? Yeah, there's 2 mosquitoes. Oh, look at that one. That's a bit of a monster. Maybe you can see that properly. I might bring out some white paper. You see that? Can you see that? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moth. 9, 10. 11. Anybody wants these, just send me a stamped addressed envelope and I'll post them to you. Don't know what use. You might be an insect fancier, train spotter. Might be a completely new species of... Oh, we've got a beetle as well. Sorry about that, mate. Didn't mean to kill you. But he's very iridescent. Look at that. Isn't he pretty? It's Alexander Beetle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video for a moment and I'm going to do macro zoom, and you can have a good look at these. Nothing to do with the video, but quite interesting nonetheless. There you go. So, look at him. Isn't he sweet? Sorry. Didn't mean to spoil your day. There he is. Ooh. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately, and these are the buggers we're after, these things. There you go, mosquitoes. He's bitten his last human or animal. Yeah, so I mean, there's a reasonable collection, but if you look at where it was, there was mosquitoes teeming around this thing from dusk onwards, and even during the day you can see them hatching out and flying off. In the daytime I don't think the light is particularly effective, and even at dusk I don't think mosquitoes are attracted to lights, are they? The mosquitoes are attracted to human smelly feet and such like things, and body odours, so it's really not a thing for attracting the mozzies. But whether these were just flying past and got sucked in, or whether they were attracted by the light, I don't know. We could run it, I suppose, with the lights off, the lights inside the unit switched off, but not much of a haul really, considering where it was. So it's bug central. There you are, you can see them. I wouldn't have thought that was that. I was expecting an awful lot more than that. If you can see them just flying by, it's incredible out there. It's a nasty old setup. So anyway, I'm going to take us away from telemacro now and go back to normal. So here we go. Ooh. There you go. So there you go. That's that. So that was our haul of insects captured by this thing. Nice basket actually, quite a good moulding if you think about the 4 sectors required to make these apertures in the side and underneath. It's actually quite clever, quite cleverly done, but not really. I think we've caught more moths than mosquitoes at the moment. And I'll just show you the underside of this thing briefly. You can see, oh look, there's one stuck in there, look, one stuck in there. Oop. Yeah, when you think about it, the fan is just above that part there, and these bugs have got to get through this grill as well. I'm not quite sure. That grill presumably is to stop them escaping when the power goes off, which is interesting. There's kind of a cobwebby type thing built up, as though a spider or something has crawled in and done something to it. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. The fan's inside there, and the insects get sucked down through that grill. But it does look cool in the dark, I'll give it that. But for mosquitoes, I'm not sure. It's got a few, but where it was, there should be hundreds, or perhaps, yeah, hundreds in there, I should have thought. But I think we're going to carry on looking for a cure for the mosquito infestation in the building. Back in a moment. Yeah, just having a quick review of what I just said, and just realised I didn't tell you how it was powered. It's just got a USB Type A plug, 5 volts. Plug it in your computer, USB power supply, phone charger or whatever's got 5 volts. So that's how the thing is powered. Yeah, I just forgot to mention that, so there you go. And the cord is probably, this cord is about 1 metre long, I should think. Yeah, typically a metre, so you have to be fairly close to the power socket to make it work. So here we have the spectroradiometer. It's quite interesting actually. This is for plant growing. It's something we helped develop at GLF, and product we worked on. But if we go measure now, you can see that's the spectrum from these high colour rendering index Philips spotlights. The CRI, the LED, latest buzzword in LEDs is something which gives good colour rendering, which means it makes colours look real and makes the right colours pop, as opposed to other LEDs which might have wavelengths missing, which don't really give true justice to colours. And if you were here now, you could see that these Philips do look really good. All the reds look good, and the greens, the pinks, yellows, oranges, blues all look nice, and the whites look white and the creams look cream. It really is quite a nice effect, and when you're used to not very good LED lights, when you get these, the later ones, they're only about £3 or £4 each. Very nice indeed. But anyway, yeah, that's the wavelength. If I just turn this off, the light off, you can see the radiometer better. There you go. And you can see there's a tiny bit of UV down here, but most of it's in the blue, 400 onwards, all the way up here is near infrared, and then just beyond there, well, actually that is infrared 787, but you can see that's the light in my office at the moment, in my lab. So if I stuff the UV LED next to the input there, so we're shining the light straight into the input, the spectroradiometer now, and turn off this big light. There you go. So the only source of light now is going to be, it's bleeding out the display a little bit actually, but never mind. So if I just press the measure, there you go. So that's what's coming out of that LED. So I'll just turn the studio lights back on again, and then we'll get rid of this, and you can have a look at this in more detail. So if I zoom in on that now, you can see a really strong peak at there, which is, if that's 350, that's 412, so that's 62, so that's about, I'd say 380. And that 380 there, that UV they're calling it, is the same wavelength as Wood's glass. You remember in discotheques years ago, probably still today, you go there and all the fluorescent dye in your soap powder makes the whites shine, and you can see threads shining, and everyone looks gorgeous and brown. That's the 380 from Wood's glass. So that is only just in the UV range. Sunlight A and B would be down here somewhere, below the 350 mark. So this is safe. This won't burn your eyes, it won't cause you suntan, probably won't cause ionization of the skin. It's not an ionizing radiation, it's just what we call near UV. You can see it moves down into the blue. So this is the UV. So that's what the LED is giving out now. So you can see it's got a couple of peaks, but the main peak is clearly in the near UV, around about 380 nanometers. I don't know what the Inspex responses are, but you know, in bright sunlight there's a couple of big peaks, UVA and UVB would be down here somewhere. So I just thought you'd find that interesting for anybody who's interested in light. Anyway, thanks for the watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Magic Smoke Channel signing off.